welcome back to my channel, where learning is fun and exciting. This is Teacher Jamie, yours truly. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and keep on watching! Today, we're going to talk about the different aspects of communication. But first, let's talk about the nonverbal or extra-linguistic aspect. This aspect may improve or change a linguistic code, and it does not make use of words. So why nonverbal aspects or nonverbal communication is important? Simple. It enriches your message. If you are delivering or expressing a message of happiness, a message of pain, a message of agony, nonverbal communication or nonverbal aspect would intensify the feeling, and you will let your audience understand what you really want them to understand from you. And another reason why nonverbal communication is important, because it would create a reciprocal communication or interaction between two people. Like for example, naglalakad ka sa may hallway and then your friend is a bit far from you. Of course, it's like embarrassing if you're going to shout. So most likely you will just nod your head like, and then your friend will say, will act. Then, yeah, you know already what you mean, right? Or let's say you're with your friend and you're walking together, and here you see your crush, and then your crush looks at you, and then you look at your friend like this, and then see, no words, but it could create an interaction between two people. So that's why nonverbal aspect is really important, to show what we really feel, to let other people understand what we feel. And with these aspects, there are three elements. The first element is what we call the non-linguistic elements. These are used in relaying messages without relying on language, and the categories are as follows. A. Proxemics. This refers to the language of space, and it has two components. First is distance, which refers to the extent of separation between the speaker and the audience. Second is the physical arrangement. It refers to the layout of the venue where communication takes place. So when we talk about proxemics, all you need to remember is the word space. Gaya ng hiningi niyang space sa'yo kasi ayaw na niya. Anyways, just kidding. Space has meaning. Like for example, when you see two people talking and they are a bit far from each other, you would definitely understand that these two people are not close to each other. Kasi pag close na close sila, more likely they would talk closer. Kaya nga close. Mas malapit sila sa isa't isa when they're talking, even they're siguro hitting or yan trying to, hit each other or whatever. Ganun siya ka-close. Just another example, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, na mga friends, di ba? May mga boyfriend at girlfriend. And then, when they are in good terms, like they're so sweet, like they're the only people existing in the world, and they keep on holding their hands together whatsoever. And yeah, kaya nga, kasi they have that intimate relationship. Yet, one day, nakita mo na lang sila that they're not close enough. And they're not even looking at each other. So that kind of space would definitely tell you there's something wrong between them. Yung parang may pag-aaway na nagaganap. So see, no words, but this space would tell you that there's something wrong between them. Proxemics. The second category is kinetics, which refers to the language of the body. Kinetics is all about body language. And yeah, body language, kaya nga sinasabi ng karamihan, or there's a cliche that action speaks louder than words. Kaya nga yung body language would definitely tell the innermost feeling that you're trying to hide to people, or even intensify your message. So there are actually different categories under kinetics. First, is facial expression. This refers to the movement of facial muscles which carry the emotive purpose of the speaker. Facial expressions belong to nonverbal communication.
Just like when you're watching K-drama, you're watching teleserye, or watching a theatrical play, facial expression is really important kasi hindi mo naman talaga mararamdaman na nagagalit siya, hindi mo mararamdaman na nasasaktan siya or masaya siya without facial expression. And you will really know if a person is trying to hide what you or he really felt. Like for example, when someone asks you, "Are you okay?" and then you will say, "Yeah, I'm okay." "Are you sure you're okay?" "I'm okay." So see, the words are positive that he or she is okay, but the facial expression does not blend to what he or she is saying. So therefore, it would definitely show what this person is trying to hide from other people, right? And when we are also watching teleserye, and if they don't know how to act, and if they don't know how to make use of their facial expression, wala rin. Parang dry na dry yung show, di ba? So that's why it's really important.
Second is eye contact. This shows the sincerity of the speaker towards his or her audience.
Yes, this eye contact is also vital in communication because this builds rapport. This builds connection. Just like the cliche says that our eyes are the windows of our soul. Duh. Right? Like it would definitely show how sincere the person you are when you're talking. Because in our culture here, if we're not going to look at the person, if you just keep on looking on the sides and the ceiling while the other person is talking to you, that shows rudeness, di ba? Pero ang pangit naman, nakaka-insulted naman. Ganun na ba talaga ako kapangit para hindi mo ako tignan, right? And most likely, as what I observe also to my students, when they do public speaking, they tend to look at the wall at the back, or they try to look at the floor kung parang may mga sagot sa mga parte ng room na yun, di ba? And they're not going to look at their classmates. Siguro, they feel awkward when they're doing that. And siguro takot sila. Kasi sometimes tayo natatakot when people are looking at us. Yung parang feeling natin they are criticizing us, they are judging us from head to foot. Yung parang kang nakalutang sa area na hindi mo maiintindihan kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. Because natatakot ka na magkakamali ka and people will laugh at you and gawin kang laughing stock ng lahat, diba? So, most likely, ganun yung nararamdaman. But if you want to build connection to your audience, to the person you're talking to, you need to build eye contact. Gaya ng ginagawa ko, kahit wala kayo sa harapan ko mismo, but I'm trying to look at the lens of the camera so that I can build connection to you. Connection that they don't have. Okay, so eye contact is very important. And I have a tip. If ever hindi mo talaga kayang tumingin sa mata ng audience mo, like you're a beginner, just try to look at the space here. Okay? Because from afar they would think that you're looking at them and they're either to their eyes, but you're not. Okay? But in the long run, just try to develop that confidence in you that you're able to convey your messages through the eyes. Yan! Ganda kaya, diba? So, I hope you will develop eye contact because it's really important in communication.
Third, posture. This shows the index of attitude of the speaker during his speech delivery.
You need to maintain an upright posture because when you are slouching, it seems like you're not interested in what you're doing or you're not confident enough on what you're talking about. And it would also make the audience feel weak and like why we have to listen to you? You're not even confident on what you're doing. Are we going to believe on what you're going to say? But if you maintain an upright posture, most likely you will gain respect, attention when you are talking. Because it would really show how confident you are and how sure you are. And it would give you an authority that people will believe you on whatever you will say. Kumbaga, nagiging convincing ka. So, how to do an upright posture, how to have an upright posture, madali na naman. You can actually turn your shoulders at the back and then push a little bit, maintain this one, broader shoulders, then that's it. That's an upright posture.
Fourth, movement, which refers to shifting of position from one point to another.
Movement, just like what I've said, it is a shifting of position from one point to another. So when you are delivering speech, then you can actually move. Don't look so stiff in front of your audience as if you're not allowed to move a single inch of your body. Just move. However, do not over move. Kumbaga, di ka pwede yung lakad ka ng lakad while you are talking to an audience. But you will only move because it would serve as a transition from two different ideas, from one idea to another. And it would just also give a dramatic effect, like when you are talking and then you move a bit. Like, for example, how to be happy. Like, there are different ways to be happy. First, you should learn how to smile. Why we need to smile? So I can move from this position to the next position. But of course, making sure that I still face the audience and never turn your back.
Fifth, gestures. This refers to purposeful movements of the body, which includes the head, the arms, hands, shoulders, etc.
Gestures. These are purposeful movement. Hindi to siya mannerism. Kasi yung iba, when they are talking and delivering speech in front of the crowd, and they're so shy, what they tend to do is to scratch their head, scratch the neck, shoulders, try to fix the hair, and everything that they do just to release the tension that they have, and those are not gestures. Remember, you move your hands, you move your shoulder, you move your head because there is a purpose. It would intensify your talk.
It has three different kinds. First is conventional, which refers to gestures that follow a customary behavior that have specific symbolic meanings for the audience.
So an example of a conventional gesture is, let's say somebody asked you where the bank is. So what we intend to do is we are going to use our arm and our pointing finger to point to a certain direction where this person needs to follow for him or her to arrive on the location that she's asking. So even you do that to other people from other places, they would definitely understand that once you do that, it would give a certain direction. Okay? One thing also that I've shared in my class is the very common conventional gesture among Filipinos only is when you are asked for a direction, sometimes we use our lips to tell where that location of that place is. Like say, where's the church? It seems like you're kissing, but actually that's a conventional gesture among Filipinos talking about direction.
Second is descriptive. It refers to gestures which shows the size and shape of an object, person, etc. Third, indicators. This third kind of gesture refers or it shows to indicate a reaction towards a certain situation.
So it would give a reaction to a certain situation. Let's say you are actually, for example, this is a very hot ball. Just for example, okay? Just for example. So when you accidentally touch this very hot ball, you would automatically get your hand, right? Therefore, it suggests that this ball is too hot. Kasi wala namang tao na pag hawak na nito, ang init-init, ay, ang init nga, ay, super init. Wow, ikaw na yung winner, right? So, it would indicate that the object is too hot for you to touch. right? Another thing is if you can see your teacher or let's say anyone pounding the table, it would mean that this person is angry. It indicates the person is already pissed off. So better watch out. Well, anyways, those are indicators. Actually, there are many indicators of what we feel or how we react on things.